Right, this is a video of a 650 GSX. I thought I'd do a little tool around and show you the bike. I don't know what position the camera's in, but I just thought I'd drive off from home and do a little video and have my Suzuki GSX 650F. It's a 2012 model. It handles really well, and yeah, I've done a few little bits and pieces to it, and I'll pull up in a while and we'll go through it. Let's like all Suzuki's, very clunky through the gearbox, but a good feel. With a bike. It's a very heavy bike. I think it weighs in about 210 kilos, but it is very light once you get riding. You forget about the weight after a while. It's just it's a, you know, it feels a very planted bike, and it's a great pleasure to drive. You know, it's done everything I've asked it to do, really. I mean, I've had it a few months only, that's all. Very low mileage. Did a tank repair on it. It was a bit sort of, you know, not flaky here and there, but I bought it basically because it had got 4,000 miles on the clock. And obviously, as you know, with these bikes, where they're mainly used for commuting, can run a lot of mileage up, and I've spoken to people who've got very high mileage Suzuki GSX-Fs, and they're still running as sweet as this, to be honest. So I'll pull up in a moment and we'll have a bit of a look around it, and just going through the New Forest. Just got to be very careful out here, because obviously horses are in their own habitat, and they're wild horses, cattle, everything. There's a cattle grid, there's a good indicator. You have to be careful because you don't know what's around the next bend, so it can be more dangerous on these roads than the main road. So we'll just pull up in a second and we'll go around the bike. Lovely summer's evening. Yeah, cracking day. The camera I'm using is a Ghost S, which has got obviously got built-in microphone, and it's also got an external microphone jack with what I'm using now, so I'm hoping you're getting everything clear. Not sure of the position on the camera, but we'll have a look in a bit. There we are, some donkeys out there. And they just wander into the road, especially when it's a nice warm evening, because all I want to do is lie on the tarmac, because it provides a lot of warmth for the bodies. Hence riding at night round here, pitch black, and you can easily hit an horse or a donkey lining the road, so you have to take extreme caution in the forest. That looks like a decent spot to pull up now, but the curb's a bit of a drop away on that, and better not go down there. We'll find somewhere up ahead. Fucking hell. There we go. Sheep. Loads of them. Oh, no, that looks a bit, yeah, I'm a bit of a wuss, and I'm trying to find somewhere to park with a bit of light, a bit of natural light, instead of blazing sunshine. I ain't grumbling, but yeah, I'll take you around the bike and just, you know, just ideas and things I've done, things I've taken off, things I've replaced. As you do, and then you end up getting rid of whatever it is you've done and then buying another bike. So I don't know what the point is to that really, but you know, I do like this bike. It handles for me exceptionally well, you know. I mean, always been a big fan of these bikes, and yeah, it is an absolute pleasure to drive, to be honest. It's smooth. I've got a Yoshimura exhaust on. I did have the Delkevic can on there, but it, you know, it was a bit too noisy for me really. So I've got a slightly noisier, but less noisier exhaust fitted at the moment. But yeah, it is I think you'll agree it makes the bike look better, because as you're probably aware, the huge can what comes on this bike is well, it looks about the size of a articulated lorry petrol tank, diesel tank, which is quite an enormous thing, and aesthetically it makes the bike look absolutely horrible. So that was the first thing I'd taken off, and once I took that off, it started to look a little bit better, so I just put a few more bits and pieces on it then. I promise we will pull up in a minute. You do get a little bit of spitting at the back as well, which is quite nice, you know, that thumping, popping sound. Yeah, it's quite nice, and it ain't sort of too intrusive with the DB killer in there. Obviously you can take the DB killer out, you know, but I've left mine in there. It's still nice, a nice sporty sound to it. So you know, well, you'll see what you think in a minute when I have a little wander around the bike, and you can have a look. Yeah, it's like I say, it handles really, really well. You know, for a big bike, it's very responsive. Yeah, very, very responsive bike. It's easy to clock a few more thousand mile on your bike. I was lucky to get this really at the price. Like I say, did replace the tank, found one same colour, nothing really major on the tank itself, but the tank I had was absolutely stoved in, so